dreamers, and happy Sunday. And if you didn't catch that, good morning. I think I talked a little before it was ready to go. So thank you for joining me today. And just really quickly, December is going to be a little crazy. I know it is for most people. So next week, I'll be doing this at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Christmas Eve will be back at 11, and then going forward it's going to be Sundays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because it sounds like with feedback, evening is really the best time for people. So welcome to Dream Sessions number 8. I am Margaret Bell. I am a dream tender, a dream analysis, a dream weaver, which really just means I love to look at how dreams help connect us to our deepest soul wisdom, as well as our guides, ancestors, how our dreams help us to process our lives, as well as to help us heal. So dreams, they take up a big chunk of our life. And when I talk about dreams, I'm also talking about active imagination, daydreaming. This is all ways that we engage with our imagination, as well as our deeper soul's wisdom and wisdom from ancestors and guides to really help guide, heal us, and send us along our life's path. So who am I? Well, like I said, I'm Margaret with Forward Kind Heart. I love helping empaths. As an empath myself, I understand the struggles of really putting others first and having a hard time setting boundaries, and then the immense sacrifice and guilt and shame and just pain that comes with being an empath. It can feel like such a huge burden. And as an empath, it's really not a burden, it's a gift. You are helping to teach people how to identify and work with their feelings. As an empath, it's not your job to hold them or to process them, because that's doing a disservice. It's really helping to bring light and love and tenderness to the human experience. So what a beautiful gift. Okay, so if you're joining live, that's great. I love when you join live because it really gives us space for us to interact, for us to engage, so that I can ask you questions and get a feel for how you feel about the dream and how you experience the dream, because our perceptions and our feelings impact the dream meaning. If you dream about a snake and I dream about a snake, our own personal feelings about a snake are going to come into play, as well as the deeper meanings of what a snake is to the collective unconscious. So that's really, the cultural context of what a snake has. And depending on your cultural background, a snake can have a different meaning. But there is, those universal stories of snakes, and that comes into play in dreams as well. So back to ways that you can participate. So you can join live and type in your dream, and I will work with it. Or you can send me your dream. I'm on Quora, so I check that, and sometimes we'll pull dreams from that because I get asked a lot of dreams over there. You can message me, just email me, find a way, send me your dream, and I will work with it here. And then if you can't watch this live, check the replay here on Facebook or over on YouTube. So that's how you can participate. And if you love dreams as much as I do, you can click sign up for my amazing 3-day kind of dream intro, and it's free, to kind of help wet your whistle, get you excited, help give you some of those tools to really start enhancing your relationship with your dreams. So that's how you participate. You can either show up on Sundays and engage with me, or send me your dream and watch the replay. Either way works great. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our space opened up. So each time we set our intention, we give ourselves permission to receive the messages that want to come through today, and our intention is to connect with the wisdom that our dreams are trying to share with us. Hold on, something's popping up on my screen. All right, so we'll start by lighting the candle. We've got our candle going. We'll do the sound bowl. the crystal today is amethyst. And this actually came off of a mala that I have. Amethyst is a wonderful protection stone. It's a wonderful communicator with higher realms, as well as a protector, helping to work through addictions, help to break like emotional patterns that may not be serving your highest self. So we've got the amethyst, and the card from the Sicily Oracle deck today is, I've got this one, and this one is isolation. And so for all of you that follow Velvet Von Black on Instagram, this is the card of the day. And intimidation. Did I say intimidation? Sorry if I said something different. Intimidation. So really looking at, are you intimidating people to get your way? Do you kind of bully or push people into getting your way, like I said? Or are you being intimidated? Is somebody kind of threatening, puffing up? Hello, thank you for watching. Puffing up their chest. Hi, Janessa. Trying to intimidate you, maybe threatening you, saying things that, they're there to manipulate you. So that was the card. And we will work that into our dream topic of today, which is dream premonitions. So, I'm trying to think of how to start this. Hi. So a lot of times we have premonition dreams, and for some people they are very, they know that they've had this premonition dream. They might dream of something and how it plays out. Other people might dream that an angel comes to them and gives them guidance or wisdom. Some people, it will be a family member, somebody that has deceased, that has come with a dream kind of guiding them, telling them, do this, don't do this, this is the guidance you need. And it can be very abstract. You might wake up with a song in your head, and that song is actually providing you with guidance on the direction you need to go. You might just wake up and think, I really need to send this email. I really need to do this. I really need to do that. And then your dreams can reinforce that message. So, for example, one morning I woke up, I had started a new job, and I had woke up and it was just pretty much email your old employer, see if you can get your old job back. And I had just started this job, so I was, not wanting to leave it, but I was also kind of ignoring some very strong red flags that perhaps this was not the company I wanted to work for, perhaps this was not the place that I needed to be. So half asleep, I just emailed my former employer asking for my previous job back. And then while I was waiting, so then a couple days later, they emailed me and they're like, yes, we'd love to have you come back. So then I was still kind of in limbo. Oh, what should I do? Maybe I should just really stick out this job. Maybe these red flags aren't as bad as I think. And that's what we tend to do. So we start to get these red flags and we start to ignore them in relationships, in work, whatever it is we're doing. We will start to get these red flags, and they'll be like, oh, it's not as bad as I think it is. Oh, it's just my imagination. And we really start to ignore them and downplay them because we really want to believe that the person that we like or the situation we're in really has our best intentions. So I'm kind of in this limbo, and I go to sleep and I dream that I am at the new job and a coworker is being attacked by a client. This client is just throwing this 6 foot, 200 and something pound man around like a rag doll. At the same time, I have lost, because I'm out someplace, I don't even know where I am, I have lost half the people that I'm responsible for. I can't find them, and some man is coming up to me telling me that I need to get control of the people that I have with me because they are destroying stuff, and they stole money from him. And so then I'm like, oh my gosh, the money. So I'm checking the money, and this money has sticky notes all over it. So then I wake up, and I realize that my dream is in fact letting me know that if I stay at this new job, that the money's gonna be sticky. It comes with strings attached, which was one of the red flags previously. We're gonna hire you, you're gonna work 40 hours a week. Oh, by the way, you're probably gonna be making 10 to 20 extra hours a week in overtime, and it is expected of you. So kind of those sticky expectations, you have to do this to earn the money. So if you see how I dreamt, I woke up in the morning just with that hunch, email my old employer, see if I can get my job back, which I did. They offered it. And then me kind of still ignoring the red flags from the new job and kind of thinking, oh, maybe I should really stick it out. I've just started. Maybe the red flags aren't as bad as they are. And so ignoring that, and then my dream kind of letting me know, if you stick out at this new job, you could get physically hurt. The money is sticky, and it's the responsibility that you don't want. Like you're going to lose in the end, because in the dream I was like losing clients. I was losing people. Hi, Erica. Thanks for joining. So a lot of times we have these premonition dreams that mirror what we're stressing about, what we're worried about, what we are concerned about in life. And a lot of times we ignore that. We just say, oh, it's just a dream. Oh yeah, that dream really didn't. My dream, a lot of times, I'm talking about the red flags. So a lot of times we have a dream that mirrors our life situation, what's stressing us, our problems that we're having, and then we just say, oh, it's just a dream, instead of really taking that dream and being like, okay, so what is my dream trying to tell me? My dream is definitely mirroring these concerns that I have. My dream is definitely showing me, if I stay on this path, this is what could happen. But again, dreams can be so abstract and so hard for us to interpret that it's easier just to say, it's just a dream. And I wonder, a lot of times people will be like, oh, I had this dream, and then this answer came to me, but I ignored it, and then this is what happened. So how to know if you're having a premonition dream? You got to trust your gut. I know that's hard for a lot of people, but you need to tap in. Like my example, when I woke up, I was still kind of hazy and foggy. So my ego really hadn't kicked in to say, why are you going to email them? Why are you doing this? You quit that job. You left them. That whole thought process hadn't kicked in, and it was just kind of rolling over, grabbing my phone and then sending it. And then once ego kicked in, it was kind of too late because I had already sent the message. So it's the first, when you first wake up, and that intuition that is pushing you, it's trying to lead you someplace. Your soul is speaking to you, and it's telling you, you need to go this way. Your guides, your ancestors, whoever it is, they're telling you, you need to go this way. This is the right path. And when you listen, it opens things up. When you ignore it, then that's when that hindsight, oh, I had a lot of red flags about this person. I wish I had seen them. Chances are your dreams probably were giving you some cues, and it was easier just to say, I'm just processing the dream, or I'm just processing the situation. For some people, I know one fella, he was really stressed. He had been training for this huge run, and it was the night before the run, and he was really starting to doubt if he could do it because he still wasn't in the best shape. And his mom, who had passed away, came to him, and she just told him, it's going to be okay. Do what you can. Take your time. You are supported. You are loved. And he woke up, and first he just overcome with love and joy and just this happiness, like, wow, my mom, I dreamt of my mom. And then that kind of doubt that comes in. Oh, that was just wishful thinking. I really miss her. I really just wanted this message from her. Instead of, really being like, oh, okay, yeah, she's got my back. Like, she's there. She's supporting me from the other side. Like, she's letting me know everything is going to be okay. And so when you have these premonition dreams, leaning into them, it's okay to be skeptical. I encourage you to be skeptical, to kind of figure out, is this dream really what I think it is? and where is it telling me to go. But sometimes dreams are very blatant. Like I'm talking about my friend in the race. That was blatant. He was stressed out, freaked out about the race, and here comes his mom, very angelic, surrounded in like beaming light, telling him everything is going to be okay. Like, go forward. You are on the right path. So, and not to get premonition dreams and anxiety and worry dreams confused. So a lot of times those dreams can scare us. They can come as nightmares. Oh, I just started this new job and I had this nightmare. Like the dream I was talking about, I could interpret that as, oh, I'm just really anxious about this job. I'm really afraid of losing control of clients. And that's very true. But then it's having that self-awareness, having people to help you work through the dream to be like, okay, is that a legitimate fear that I can actually control? Or is this really something I need to be concerned about? Is this really, is this anxiety just anxiety because I'm at a new job, I'm unsure of my role, I don't know what to do? Or is it because I am legitimately concerned about things? So really taking that time to check in with the dream, and some people, their premonition dreams are, very much like mapped out, like kind of that inner soul wisdom coming up and saying like, if you go this way, this is how it's going to look. And they can wake up and be like, okay, my dream really provided me guidance. I really saw the future I want. I'm really going to work towards that. Or my dream really showed me I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to be there. And so again, really trusting that the intuition when you first wake up. So was I having, was this a premonition dream? And even if you're not sure, kind of explore it, because you are dreaming about your future. You are dreaming. There's some sort of soul wisdom that wants to come out and provide you with guidance about your future. Whether it is this anxiety about your future or showing you the path, or maybe it's, a family member or an ancestor kind of coming to provide you with that wisdom. And remember, it doesn't always have to be, somebody coming and talking to you. It doesn't always have to be this dream of the future and where you're going to be. Sometimes, like I was talking about, you wake up with this feeling. You wake up with this urge to do something, this urge to take action right before the ego kicks in. So, like I was talking about the email, I just woke up and was like, I'm just going to send this email. That definitely was soul driven because I was not yet, my ego wasn't awake to be like, oh, we'll tough it out or whatever it is. It was like, okay, I'm awake, send it. So some people, it's, they wake up and they have a song playing in their head, and that song is providing them guidance on their soul's journey and letting them know, kind of how to work that out. So, how does our lovely card, intimidation, work into premonition dreams? Well, premonition dreams sometimes can be very scary. They can feel like we are being bullied, that we are being forced into a decision. We can also, intimidate ourselves and bully ourselves and not listen to our premonition dreams. And the other side of intimidation is knowing that no matter what you're going through, you are supported. You do have friends and family and a huge spiritual support team that is guiding you, that is helping you, that is there to support you. And so knowing that if you feel like you're being intimidated, that you feel like, life is just, it's being a bully to you right now, that you do have physical supports in your friends and family, and you do have spiritual supports. Your highest self wants you to succeed. Your highest self is there to help you through whatever is going on. Your ancestors, ascended masters, guides, you have this huge wealth of spiritual support team that's just waiting for you to talk to them, and chances are they're already coming through in your dreams and, kind of showing you where you need to go. And intimidation too can tie into shadow. So where are you being bullied? Where are you bullying? You know, that shadow side. Because a lot of times when we think of bullies, we get angry. I'm not a bully. I hate bullies. Well, as we know, as I've talked about, that is shadow. Those things that we don't like and are quick to judge become our shadow. Bullies oftentimes are really triggered by shadow. And so if you go back to my dream about this giant guy that was throwing around this 6 foot, 250-pound guy like a rag doll, I couldn't see his face. I could just see the back of this massive man. So that would be shadow. And what is he doing? He is bullying my coworker. He's tossing him around. So right there, that intimidation of size, of being big, of being overwhelming came into my dream through shadow. And so, you know, in these premonition dreams, looking at the shadow aspect, and, you know, maybe that's judging the dream or fear of being intimidated. So how do I work with that? You know, what am I afraid of? This giant bully in my dream. Okay, so how do I deal with bullies? What am I going to do? How am I going to keep myself safe and back down from whatever it is that's coming at me, trying to intimidate me? And again, you know, a lot of times premonition dreams can be very intimidating because our minds want to say, oh, that was not a premonition dream. You can't dream the future. You don't know what's going to happen. And I challenge you to lean into that, to listen to that dream. And even if you're skeptical, which is great, be skeptical. Look for the clues along the way. And Janessa wrote she once her dreams explained as glimpses into pre-manifestation timelines based on current energy circumstances, much like the tarot and other divination tools, and reoccurring nightmares as, stimulations that the brain is trying to run to prepare for the possible real thing, as similar scenarios may be much easier based on your ... Yes, Janessa, I love that, and that's so true. You know, our dreams, definitely, I love that, pre-manifested timelines, you know, and I love that. And so looking at those premonition dreams, if you take it from that pre-manifested timeline, letting you know, like, this could be the way you can go, and we have free will. So even if you have a premonition dream, that doesn't mean that that is what's going to happen. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I had a dream that I got fired and I ended up in the homeless shelter and married an abusive person. Maybe that's just a warning that if you keep going on this pre-manifested timeline, that that's where you're going to be. So then that call to action, okay, is this where I want to be? Because you have free will, you have a choice. So even in these premonition dreams, you don't have to take that, oh, my soul wisdom spoke, this is where I need to be. It's not like this almighty word. It is that you have a choice. You know, your soul is trying to tell you, your guides are trying to tell you, look, if you keep going down this path, you're going to be this rag doll getting thrown around, or you have a choice and you can go over here. And so it's, your dreams are really just providing you with the information that you need to make the best decision. So I encourage you, if you think that you had a premonition dream, and if you're not sure, go ahead, shoot me a message, we can talk about it, because dreams are multi-layered. They have lots of messages. Even the dream I shared, if I sat down with it, and this was just, you know, a little while ago, I would probably find a lot more meaning in it. So picking and choosing those dreams, you know, ooh, this is a good one. You know, a lot of times I just kind of thumb through my dream journal and look at Quora and the dreams that you send me when you do send them to me, to pick like, ooh, this is a real theme this week. And it seemed like premonition dreams seem to be very prevalent. And that makes complete sense. It's the end of 2017. It's the beginning of 2018. So we're starting to plan. Oh, what am I going to do in the new year? What are my goals? What are my intentions? What do I want to manifest, bring into being? And so we get really excited. And so that makes our psyche and our guides and our soul wisdom perk up. And, you know, using Janessa's term, pre-manifested timelines, then those start to want to come out and play and kind of show us, yeah, you can go this way, you can go that way, this is the possibilities, because anything is possible. So I invite you to play with the premonition dreams. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and please send me your dreams. Don't be afraid. I will always ask you if I can share your name. So if you don't want to, watch and then share, I get it, because dreams can be highly personal and scary to kind of share with everybody. So you don't have to. You can always just message me and, I'll work with you on it and then share it here. Or you can come and just watch me talk about it and then let me know if you have any questions. So again, this is, next week it'll be Sunday at 7 and Christmas Eve, Sunday at 11. And then moving forward, it will be every Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to send me your dreams. And if you want more dream fun, sign up for my 3-day free dream experience. And if you already have, thank you. And I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Sunday. Go do something fun. Bye.